Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Demo Darkstalkers 3 for the PlayStation 1. A fighting game by our favorite fighting game company, Capcom. Well, maybe not your favorite, but definitely one of mine. I grew up playing Capcom fighters, Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, and then Marvel vs. Capcom, of course. Um, and this was one of my favorite series just because it's flashier, it's funner, it's over the top. You've got some great characters that have a lot of personality. I don't know, I just liked it better than Street Fighter and definitely better than Mortal Kombat. I was never really a Mortal Kombat fan. I mean I liked it well enough, but this was my kind of game right here, Darkstalkers 3. In fact, when I was a kid, in high school, we had a BART station open up near where I live. Now, for those that don't know what BART is, it's a California Bay Area thing, but it's our rapid transit system, electric trains that go from city to city. But yeah, a station opened up near where we lived, and by the BART station was a Burger King, and Burger King was not my favorite restaurant to go to. There were a lot of other choices I'd pick before going to Burger King, but whenever we were going in that direction, whenever we were going to that part of town, I would always ask to go to Burger King because that Burger King had a Darkstalkers 3 cabinet in the store. So, uh, so yeah, I'd always go there so I could play Darkstalkers. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the options we have available to us. We got standard arcade. It's just we go through a bunch of fights. You pick one character, you go through a bunch of fights, fight a boss at the end, and you get an ending. Pretty straightforward, pretty standard. Training mode, you can pick a character, just mess around with it. You can face a computer opponent that does nothing. It's kind of a basic training mode. It doesn't have a whole lot of options that they would introduce later on in future training modes, but this is one of the first training modes you could really access. So that's okay. I forgive it for that. Original character is kind of a weird mode. You take one of the available characters and you can change the color palette on them, give it a name, and then you take that character and you fight different enemies, level it up a little bit. I forget what the point of the mode really was, but it's a different kind of thing. I didn't really play around with it a whole lot, but it's there. Oh, I should mention there's a versus mode in both, the main game and original character mode. So I guess if you were playing a friend and you both had original characters, that might be something kind of neat to do. Collection is just you get pictures of the different characters. Here's a picture of BB Hood. There's 8 available from the beginning, and you can unlock more as you play through the game. There's a lot of options actually. Difficulty, time limit, damage, turbo speed, all this stuff you can mess around with. I'm going to go ahead and fix my buttons real quick. You have 6 different basic attacks: light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, and light kick, medium kick, heavy kick. Dark Force is kind of like a super meter kind of thing, which does weird things. There's a lot of different things that you could do with the super meter in this game as well, which I'll try and point out as we play through this. But let's go ahead and start up arcade mode. Hopefully it won't do too bad. It's been a while since I've played this, but you have 18 characters to choose from the start, and as you can see, a lot of them are very symbolic of classic monsters. Dimitri the Vampire, Victor the Frankenstein's monster, Um, Felicia's a cat girl. There's werewolf, zombie, all kinds of stuff. Even Little Red Riding Hood has managed to make her way into this game. But don't let her looks deceive you. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see what she can do. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Morrigan. Probably the most popular, or at least the most well-known character from this series. I mean, let's be real here. But yeah, there's plenty of options. I don't even remember what the differences between those two are. But oh, and there we go, BB Hood right off the bat. How's that for good luck? But yeah, BB Hood's one of my favorite characters. Not necessarily to play, but just to watch, because here's this sweet little innocent girl with a puppy and butterflies and all this good stuff. And hopefully she'll do something. Yeah, and there she goes. And she pulls out a machine gun and rockets and landmines. But yeah, it's just your typical beat 'em up, except with flashy monster characters. Morgan, where are you going? Okay, you can pull off different moves by using different combinations. You can use your special meter to pull off EX moves like that. It's a powered up version of the Soul Fist. The way to do that is, instead of pressing one button for the attack, you press two of the same kind of buttons. So instead of one punch button, I pressed... Oh, you ruined my perfect! You press two. And of course, each character has super moves and what's called... actually, I'm not really sure what this is called. But each character has like a special set of things they can do. It's very involved, but it's not so involved that you can't just pick it up and play casually. And that's what I always did. I'm not what you'd call a professional fighting game player at all. I know them well enough to pull off special moves and all that, but I'm not above button mashing when things get tough either. And I'm not good at pulling off really complex combos. There's, games in recent years have a lot of really complicated combo mechanics and stuff like that. And to those players who can really get in depth with them and master them, I have a tremendous amount of respect for it, because it's not easy. It's really hard, and I just got pounded there by Anakaris the Mummy. One thing to note, you'll notice that Anakaris' health did not get refilled there when he won that round. Most fighting games, it will refill your health from one round to the next, but that's not the case in Darkstalkers. It'll refill a little bit of the white area. If you'll notice, when I hit Anakaris, there's a red, a green, and a white, and that white gets refilled if I don't hit him for a while. But yeah, it doesn't refill that meter when you any of the red part between rounds. So I think it's kind of, in my opinion, I think it makes it a little more fair, because you both have the same amount of health that you have to get through, instead of the guy who wins getting extra health. You know what I mean? Like, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, each of us has to get through 2 full meters of health. But let's say you won a round. You've gone through a full meter of health. Maybe you lost half of your health. So player 2, who you just beat, has gone through half of your health, and now if it gets refilled, he's got to go through a full bar again. So now he's got to go through a bar and a half of health just to get caught up to where you are. In the meantime, you've got your full health. It's like nothing happened. But here's Bishamon. He's a kind of a ghost, and his armor is cursed at the same time. So he's got a lot of different things going on. He's a samurai with cursed armor who's a ghost. So that's kind of cool. And he can be a bit of a handful at times. Whoops. I don't even know what guard cans. You see, there's all this stuff that happens, and I have no idea what it means. You dodged that. I don't appreciate that. There you go. It's kind of hard doing this and explaining what's going on at the same time. Oh gosh. Okay, that was weird. There we go. Now I'm on the left side of the screen. I prefer being on the left side. But yeah, see, I would have had to go through a whole other health bar there. But I didn't. Bishamon's kind of tough. And of course, oh gosh. Enemies get tougher as you go through. Whoops. They get tougher as you go through arcade mode. And Bishamon, I've always had trouble with Bishamon, and I just pulled, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to lose that there. Whoo! And of course, all the characters have different, you know, victory poses and stuff. I don't need eternal love. I just want the Acme now. Okay. Riku, I like Riku. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe you're too young to remember this, but back in the day, there actually used to be a Darkstalkers cartoon, and I loved that. Actually, I think that was, like, I'd seen Darkstalkers, but that's what really got me, like, introduced to the series. Ay, ay, ay. Although, I never understood, like, the kid that was in that series. Like, he never appeared in the video game. He was just kind of there. But all the main characters were there. Just get it back there, Riku. Riku was one of my favorite guys. He was just a neat character. He just looks, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but I love the backgrounds. They're so animated, like that big plant that looks like Weeping Bell or Victory Bell or whatever is like eating a lizard, which is kind of gruesome but kind of funny at the same time. That like snail thing is eating a fish in the background. But yeah, the backgrounds don't move, they're like layered. They don't all move together, which I think adds a neat layer of detail. Oh, get out of here. Whoops, I got caught that time. I knew that was going to happen eventually, but fortunately I'm in good shape. Oh, get out of here, Riku. Get out. There we go. And he's down. Phew. And of course you get points for, you know, how much time you have left, how much health you have left, different kinds of things. Hsien-ko. I forget exactly what it's called, but she's modeled after a Chinese monster. So they're bringing in monsters from different cultures as well, which is also really awesome. Whoops. Go! There we go. That's one round in the books. And yeah, like I said, I'm not great at pulling off like crazy combos and stuff. I just don't have the dexterity to pull those off. But there are other fighting games that you can do that a little easier. Oh gosh, I don't want that. I don't want that. No, 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 no. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Whoa, that was close. You just stay over there, hsien-ko. There we go. ES finished. That's, you know, that's one of those moves where you use up a super level to make a more powerful version of a special move. I've mentioned that already. You're so sweet. I totally didn't manage to read that in time, but you guys probably did. And here's the main antagonist for this game, Jeddah, and I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked here. This may be where it comes to an end here, guys. I don't know. He's kind of cheap. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm in trouble already. And like, you know, some guys have projectile spam strategies, and I'm kind of like that sometimes too. But a lot of times with these bosses, it doesn't work. Oh yeah, I'm so dead. I'm not confident about this one at all, guys. I don't know. Well, we're on even terms now. This is so stressful. And you may think that just because this is the last boss that this is the end. There's actually another fight after this one. Whoops, I was a little early there. Go for it, Morgan, you can do it. Ooh, nice. I've managed to pull off a throw, but he got a tech hit off of it. Again, I don't even really know what that means, but... Oh, we did it! I cannot, but wow. Phew! That's the other thing, like, when I start thinking I'm not gonna get through there, I kinda, like, get all tense, and I get this second wind, and, you know... But yeah, here's the last fight, Deserted Chateau, and it's kind of against your rival. As I expected, Jeddah lied to me. He tried to chain me to the darkness again. I really wanted to see you. Yes, you and me belong together. You have my body. Morgan and Lilith. And of course, every character has their own backstory, and it doesn't get fleshed out too terribly much in these games because, you know, fighting games. But they do have their own backgrounds. And a little bit of their story gets fleshed out in the endings. Stop it! Don't hit me. I don't like that. Oh gosh, here we go. Bad times. Try not to get backed into a corner. Yes. Okay. One more round, and we're good. Ah, I missed. Let's go. We can do this. Whoop. Okay, that was weird. Oh, she got me. Okay. That was cheap. And I was a little early on that one, but that's okay. Go. Go. We got this. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Don't get caught in the corner. That's it. Run into my fireballs. That's what I would like. And we did it. That's it. Phew. That was close, guys. That was close, but we pulled it off. Of course, you can add your high score. And here we can see Morgan's ending. I'm not going to go through and do everybody's. I'm not going to do this as an LP, but you know, you've got basic. Oh my gosh. Well, that's happening. Oh, the things you could take from that. But yeah, that happened. So yeah, that's Darkstalkers 3 in a nutshell. Pretty awesome game. If you have a chance to play the Darkstalkers series, which you should, because they've just released, oh gosh, what is it called? Darkstalkers Reloaded or Revisited or something on like PlayStation Network, at least. I'm pretty sure it's on. I'm fairly sure it's going to be on Xbox Live too. I don't know. I don't have an Xbox, so I couldn't tell you. But that actually has two of the older games, Darkstalkers 3 and Night Warriors, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, it does have two of the Darkstalkers games on that, so it's readily available. You can pick it up. And I do recommend it if you're a fighting game fan. It's a really fun series. And it's complex enough where there's hardcore fighting fans can figure stuff out and won't get bored with it. But it's simple enough where you can a novice fighting game fan can just pick it up and start playing it. And again, you can adjust the difficulty level as well. So yeah, this has been Let's Play Darkstalkers 3 on the PlayStation 1. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you for the next Let's Demo.